What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. It's Wednesday. Willy Wonka Wednesday. You guys asked me to start doing them again, and I told you if we do anything with him, obviously he's not putting out any new content other than running around with Broccoli Head, Jack Doherty. So we're going to go back to the old stuff. This one, of course, is called Prison Gangs. Prison cell living. These are the ones. Oh, damn. How come it's over here? Start from the beginning. These ones always crack me up when he acts like he did a lot of cell living. Let's get to it.
So this whole time I've been talking about the pen, I've been talking about being on lockdown, I've been talking about cell living. So now you guys get a first-hand dose of what it's like to be stuck in a small space for a long time.
No, he didn't say first. He said firsthand?
So now you guys get a first-hand dose.
No. You claim you did cell living, right? So you would have firsthand. You're giving, at best, secondhand, more than likely third hand. Okay? Let's keep it real, Wesley, Shannon, Watson.
Of what it's like to be stuck in a small space for a long period of time. And you're not even in a small space, because a 6x9 cell in Cali is much different than how we're living now. Like,
the only time he was ever in a cell in California, maybe, was when he was in the reception center in Donovan. I don't know if Donovan has dorms. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he was in a cell for about 90 days in Donovan. The only time he was ever in a cell in California. And then he went out to Mississippi and in Alabama and Mars and shit. You know what I mean? So he was probably in cells over there. But I don't know why he's calling out the size of California cells. Well, but okay.
Like I said on my IG recently, I did not see the fucking night sky for that whole amount of time with the air hitting my face. I saw it through windows. That was about it. These lockdowns were different.
He didn't see the night sky, but he did see it through a window. But I guess it's not really seeing the night sky if the air isn't hitting your face, because he mentioned air. The air from his vent wasn't good enough. Even though the air from his vent was being pulled in from that night sky.
You have a lot of freedom. Don't
So
think
stupid.
it can't get worse, because you got to be ready when it does. So the fact is, cell living is a trip. You're with another man in a fucking bathroom for extended periods of time.
I just want to say, we are 54 seconds in, right? And I'm proud of him. He hasn't screamed at us yet. He's dropped a lot of F-bombs, so I'm going to have problems with this video. But he hasn't screamed at us yet. Let's see how long it takes.
On the longest lockdown I've been on a racial-based lockdown. A racial-based lockdown is just different. You don't get as many fucking any of your pleasantries.
A lockdown is a lockdown. What is he?
Because your race has been consistently fucking up. So just you are on lockdown. Unless it's a riot or something, and then all races are on different lockdowns, depending on who rioted. If, say, the whites and the blacks rioted, then they're both on lockdown away from each other. If the homies, the South...
Away from each other. You guys, see, this video is 5 years old, right? This is why I started roasting this guy. He said if there's a riot between the blacks and the whites, they're both on lockdown away from each other. They're not moving people out of their cells. Nah, if there's a white cell and there's two black cells on each side of that white cell, you ain't going nowhere. Either are they. What is he talking about? And so for the people that say, oh, Dubs just hates on Wes. No. I point out the hilarity of the lies. Like anybody that's been busted in the CDC knows, you want to get off on the yard, you got to get off. Your people say, hey, you know, for whatever reason, we got to handle this. Then you handle that. The cops ain't coming in. Let's move all the whites to one building and let's move all the blacks to another building. The fuck? Why would you have to be locked down? You can't get to each other.
Outsiders and the blacks rioted, then they're both on lockdown. Everybody else is out. So, one time I was on the biggest racial-based lockdown. It was just whites on whites. White guys kept stabbing white guys because there was bad motherfuckers on the yard. They were all bad. We use that term all bad when you're a PC, when you're a chomo, when you're a piece of shit, anything like that, you're done. You're done. So there was a lot of dudes on this yard that were all bad. And fools were making the call, pulling their cards.
What the fuck? Where were you? Why doesn't he ever say what prison he was? And of course, because he was locked down. It was the worst. It was the longest. It was the worst racial. Fool. Only whites were involved. It's just a lockdown.
Checking their paperwork, checking Megan's Law, figuring out there was chomos. So when they figured that out, fools got to get whacked. So one after another, fools kept getting whacked. So the whites started off on a 60-day lockdown, was turned into a 90-day, was turned into 180 days. And this was one that we were on that was just, it kept extending because every time we came out, fools would just grab some dope, someone would get whacked, we'd go back on lockdown. So the thing is when you're on lockdown like that with your celly, it's all about...
Why not hit more than one dude at one time? I mean, you knew there was a lot of them that were bad, right? Like, you know you can hit 4 or 5 dudes at one time, right? But I guess in this imaginary scenario, that thought never came up. If there's that many people that are that foul, you hit more than one at a time. And that way you can really do damage.
Conducting the proper program, giving that motherfucker their space, and everybody both working on being positive. During this time, we had just fell. Like, I just hit the line in Sentinella on C-Yard. I just hit the line, and shit was already cracking. I'm like, fuck, I don't even get to use the fucking phone. Barely used the phone for like 2-3 times. Bam, shit happened, went on lockdown. White boys kept whacking white boys. So as we go on lockdown, I had already lucked out, and a special purchase package came for me.
You know, look, there's been a few channels, content creators that put out his housing card. Sentinella was not on there. And I highly doubt Sentinella has ever been a junkyard to the extent that he's describing. I've never heard of that. Never been to Sentinella, but I know dudes that have been there and they wound up on the level 4 180s for putting in work, and they never mention anything of this nature.
I didn't even know it was coming. My OG uncle, Mike Jones from SFVs from the Valley.
Mike Jones.
Old school white boy, 2 8-year terms under his belt. He knows the get down. Just recently died from complications to Hep C and other diseases he picked up in the system. Like, rest in peace, big homie. You know what's up. But the thing was I was just chilling.
He still hasn't yelled at us.
And I didn't even fucking know. But he sent me a fucking TV, and we could get those LCD TVs, a little 10-inch LCD TV.
You guys, you have to send out a form that has to be put on the box. Or, I take that back. He came in way later. I forgot. He came in way later. But So I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt. I forgot because when I first went in, there weren't even these. Your family sent you everything from the streets. It wasn't like now where you have all the vendors and all that. No. That came later because of other reasons.
TV that you can put in your cell, and you plug it in. You get a few stations, and you're chilling. You got your fucking TV. It wasn't like a week of that. I turned this shit off. I pushed it towards the wall. Fucking obviously massive respect for my uncle for just knowing and sending that. But I didn't want the TV no more. It was just causing me to hard time. In the pen, we call it hard timing when we think too much about shit that's out of our control. Don't hard time right now. The way to not hard time is to stick to being productive.
Hey, shout out to the mall. The mall's in this one. I apologize, mall. I didn't know this is before he took you off because we were making fun of you. I apologize. We created your demise. Now, who the fuck You guys, Wes Watson, man. Can we get this Wes back? Please, can we get this Wes back? He hasn't even yelled at us yet, and we're what? Almost 4 minutes in. But who I have never, listen, when I tell you this, I swear, I have never in the history of doing time heard anyone say that their TV made them a hard time. What was he watching? Fuck. Was his lady an actress and he was watching all her shows or something? Who fucking hard times it because of the TV? I could see being unproductive. Instead of studying, you're stuck on that box. Yeah. You know, we call it an idiot box for a reason in there. You know, hey, it's cool to watch certain things, man, but make sure you're hitting the books. You're educating yourself. You're enlightening, right? But hard timing? Wow, which actress was he with?
Knowingly raising your vibration, raising your frequency, raising your energy. This is done through the things I talk about, the exercise, reading positive shit. Staying fucking in a positive mind state. People always ask me, how do you keep your energy high? I'm like, motherfucker, I'm accountable to my goddamn energy. I'm accountable to my motherfucking energy.
Can we get back to that? Can we get you back to being accountable for your energy? Because you're in a very bad place right now, and I think you should watch your own videos. Your old videos. Wes Watson videos. Not whatever you are now. Wes with the beanie bag. Hipster Wes is what you need to watch.
So when my energy starts failing, I am accountable to it, and I go pick it up. Don't just let your energy fail and then wait for the fucking pixie fairy to come fucking pick your ass up. You have it in you to pick yourself up at any fucking moment. So
I don't think you do anymore. Thank you for telling the rest of us that we can, and I think we will, and we do, and we should. But you don't do it. You're half the size. And you literally talk like a homeless man. Like the homeless dude that like will just if you lend him an ear, will talk to you for an hour and a half straight about everything and anything but making no sense. That's where you're at now, Wesley.
I turned my TV around and I started focusing on these 3 workouts a day. I started reading every quote book I can, handwriting them down, whole books, 800-page quote books, handwriting them down on paper. I started reading a few different books over and over that I liked, only a few different books because that's all you have. You don't have endless fucking books. But I turned my TV against the wall, and the older homeboy who had the spot up top, Buddy Rogers from Fontana, he just signed.
He named the guy. Buddy, I hope you're not doing life. You just got validated. Thanks to Wes Watson. He always talks about, he doesn't name names. He doesn't talk about other people. He talked about his uncle, rest in peace. Now we talk about Buddy. And got him a validation point right now.
Down to me, he calls me to the window. My cellie Steve at the time, he goes, hey Wes, Buddy wants you at the window. So I go over to the window. Window's about this fucking wide, this tall, and I'm looking up to the top tier. And I'm like, what's up, homeboy? And he's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what? He said, why? Why'd you turn your TV off? Because they thought I was hard timing. They thought I was going through it. Like these dudes in there.
Wait. How did he know you turned your TV? And why would a man... Look, guys, let me tell you something about real life prison. If in this scenario, somebody decides they're done with their TV and they turn it around and they face it towards the wall, right? Their celly might, their spider senses might go up, but he's going to ask you like, hey, what happened, Holmes? And if you say you're hard timing like an idiot, then yeah, he might let, the bloquero know, or one of the meseros, llavero, whatever, the guys that have authority there for your faction, right? Hey, just a heads up, hey, my celly, he turned his TV to the wall, he's hard timing it. The last thing they're going to do is say, let's have an intervention. Wes, are you okay? You need a hug, Wes? No, the reality is they're going to tell your cellie, hey, just stay on your toes, Holmes. We'll watch him on the yard. You watch him in the cell. Anything happens, anything funny, blast him, right? Now, they might feel him out, but they're not going to directly ask. You know what I mean? This guy.
Are still thinking pleasure is the way to happiness. Like when you get your pleasantries, you get your fucking ho-hos, your zuzus, your wham-whams. That's what we call fucking snacks in there. When you get your baby boy snacks and you get your TV and you get your stuff, your little creature comforts, life's gonna get better. Fuck no, it made it worse for me. It made it worse. I didn't want that. I found within that if I stepped into the pain, that if I faced it head on, it would go away quicker. It just stayed stagnant when I didn't face it. Those what ifs just kept crawling in my head. Those questions, those questions of why. Why don't they write me? Why aren't they answering? Why can't we come off lockdown? Why are we doing this? That's that victim shit.
Oh my God. Wes really didn't know how to do time. And he's going back. All of those questions he asked then, he's going to ask now. The difference is he actually touched a lot of money this time. He bought a lot of friends, male and female, right? He's got a lot of things to ponder. Because I really do think, I don't think he's going to do 10, 15 years, nothing like that. But I mean, I won't be surprised if he serves like a full 2 or 3 calendars, right? 2 or 3 years. And that's unfortunate. If that happens, it's unfortunate. But, I mean, shit, everything was on camera. Before, during, and after the incident. So, but damn, this guy, like, I mean, maybe it's part of it is because he had never done time as a juvenile. He didn't build his way up, you know. Unfortunately, I was an idiot. You know, I went through juvenile hall, group home, camp, the California Youth Authority, and then I hit the joint. So I was pretty seasoned as far as how to do time and what to expect. Wes was pure, you know. Wes was a sweetheart, as we can tell.
That's when I noticed that victim shit. Some motherfucker in my comments earlier was like, oh yeah, real positive, 10 million jobs lost. Oh fucking well. Oh well. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? Bitch about it and cry about it and point fingers? Or are you gonna get to it? There's jobs.
Hey, even his yelling right there was different yelling.
Still, people are still working. Get one of those. I know it's not that easy, but nothing worth doing is. There will be a silver lining. There was a time in your life where you didn't have a job and you had no money, right? And then you made it to where you are now, right? What the fuck? How is this any different? Why is it woe is me?
Okay, I've had enough. You were just woe is mean yourself in prison. So you think that a guy that can't find a job right now should work out 3 times a day? And read quote books? What is a quote book? Like, literally, it's other people's quotes, and there's 800 pages of that, and there's multiple books? How many quotable fucking people are out there? Wes isn't in there. I guarantee you that. Anyhow, that's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here.